I was going toe-to-toe with the United States Federal Court of Claims in Washington, D.C. And they placed on my contract a upside-down seal pyramid. And I'm like, this is odd. So I went to the U.S. Treasury, and I said, because I'm trying to find, because it was processed, they had a file stamp on the paperwork, and I'm like, wait a minute, where's the seal from? Because I couldn't find any recorded documentation of the seal. Well, the seal was an inverted pyramid that had words that you had to look in the mirror and look backwards at. And so it took me to the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. When I sat down with the U.S. Treasury agents at the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, they looked through all their books and there was no record of this seal. Well, how can you have process without any record through the Federal Registry of the corporate structure of a courthouse, foreign vessel and dry dock? So the Treasury agents, when we looked at it, they said, well, you've got to look at what it says. And it said the Benjamin Franklin Post Office. So I went into the Benjamin Franklin Post Office, and it was closed to the general public. I arrived there on December 20th, 2012. Because it was closed to the general public, I gave them my credentials as Postmaster General. It's an honor to be here, guys. And they called the janitor, and they called me back 4 hours later and said, can you meet us at such and 6 o'clock? I'd like to open up the museum for you and open up all the glass casings, and you can look through the books. So I was allowed to look through the books of Benjamin Franklin and articulate who he worked for, right? People may not like that, right? Because facts are facts. Facts don't have feelings. What he was doing prior to 1775 and the borrowing of 1.6 million francs and how that articulated to set up the continental government. Nothing becomes law for 1 year, 1 day, and there's a thing called 3-day rescission. And so that'll take you to July 4th, 1776. So when you see 1776, be very cautious about what you're looking at and make sure you go get full closure so you can have full transparency to make a decision about what you're saying. So you don't wrongly lead the public, because it's unfair to the general public because they did not have the necessary transparency. And this is the trick that's been perpetrated upon the people because they haven't done their homework, have not went and looked in the books. And it's a tedious track. So to answer your question to 1775, that's why I put the year 1775 on my shirt, because it's when they originally borrowed the money, right? So that's when they went from zero to debtor. So 1776, they're in a debt mode. And so they had to set the terms of the debt. Now it's your Bill of Rights. And then they used the document, unfortunately, as a banking instrument. And in 1999, the banking instrument expired. Now my question for you is, were you signatories on the original draft?
No.
Oh. Okay. Well, good, because neither was I. So we're equal here, absolutely. So what value, since it expired, what value does that note have now?